What's going on, everybody? Gamecock Chuck here, doing a little recap video of last night's heartbreaking loss at Missouri for Coach Staley and the Gamecocks. 70-69 was the final. South Carolina drops to 12-1 on the season, and Missouri improves to 12-2 on the season. Before I get any further in this video, I ask that you hit that thumbs up button to like this video if you do. That way it helps the YouTube algorithm get my videos out there. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell notification button. That way you get notified when I put out future content. Comment on this video if you like the content. If you want to give me your opinion, your take on it, do that too. I'll respond to you. And also don't forget to share this video. Help me get my content out there for all Gamecock fans and any basketball fans out there to tune into my channel. Let's go ahead and dive into this game. You know, last night, like I said, South Carolina went on the road to Missouri and come out with a heartbreaking overtime loss, 70-69, and they dropped to 12-1 on the season. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You know, South Carolina walked into a lion's den last night. You know, Missouri, they was down to 7 players, and the 7 young ladies that played last night was very hungry and was the more focused team, in my opinion. You know, when I look at the game, you know, if you got a big that don't play a whole lot of minutes due to foul trouble, getting into foul trouble, and not being able to be on the court a whole lot, you know, it kind of hurts you. And that's where South Carolina was last night. You know, their best big down low, Aaliyah Boston, she got in foul trouble early. Didn't play a whole lot of minutes in the first half, so that kind of hurt them. She didn't play her normal minutes in the first half, I should say, and that kind of hurt her. The people that came in, you know, Cardoza and stuff like that, Letitia Me here, they just didn't, I guess, bring the same fight that Aaliyah Boston normally brings to the game. So that kind of hurt us in the beginning. But I mean, like I said, Missouri was the more hungry, more focused team than the Gamecocks last night, and it showed. You know, down the stretch. You know, the second half, the overtime. You know, South Carolina jumped out in overtime and took like a 5-point lead, but Missouri just come back and just kept fighting and kept scrapping and just regained the lead and won it at the end, you know. But in my opinion, you know, this was a good loss. And I know you guys like, well, you know, that's really not a good loss. But if you think about it, it's better to lose early in the season than to wait till the tournament to lose. You know, like Coach Dawn Staley said, this is a learning experience for the Gamecocks. You know, this is something that if they're going to get better, if they're going to make their push to the championship, this is something they're going to have to, you know, learn from it, regroup, focus on the mistakes they had last night, and just build off of it and just continue to get better. You know, I believe South Carolina is one of the better teams, one of the best, if not the best team in the country right now in all of college, women's college basketball. And they just hit a speed bump last night, a little roadblock last night. But, you know, hey, it ain't gonna be nothing to derail this team, I don't think. I think Coach Staley has this team focused. They see what they did last night. I believe they're gonna correct it and get better and just get back on track. You know, once they, you know, have their next game, which their next game is supposed to be Sunday at home, to open up the home SEC schedule, but it got postponed due to COVID issues with Ole Miss. So they're going to have to wait a couple extra days. I think the next one's going to be like a Wednesday game, I believe it is. But I really didn't look at the schedule before I did this video. So I think they're going to have to wait a couple extra days before they get to play. No, it's going to be at LSU. I think it's a Wednesday game on the road. It's going to be another road test for them. So this gives them an opportunity to see what they did, correct their mistakes, you know, get back after it, get back on track where they want to be. Last night, you know, South Carolina, you know, they just didn't get the breaks that they normally been getting. You know, the ball just, you know, just like in basketball, you know, the ball don't always bounce your way. The shots don't always fall. The clock operator don't always, you know, go your way. The foul calls don't go your way every time, but you got to deal with it. You got to learn how to deal with that adversity and move forward. You can't let a bad call during a game derail your game plan. You got to stay focused through the whole game. And I think when the Boston got in foul trouble, I think that's probably where they kind of lost a little focus and they just wasn't able to get it back in get it back on their game plan. But, don't take anything from Missouri. Like I said, they were the more hungry, more physical, more dominating team last night, and it showed throughout the night. South Carolina was led by Aaliyah Boston. She come out in the second half. I think the first half she only had 1 point, I believe it was. So the second half she came out, she just she dominated, but it just wasn't enough. Aaliyah Boston, she had 17 points, 12 rebounds. She had another double-double for the year. Zia Cook had 10 points. Cardoza had 14. As a team, South Carolina shot 38% from the field, 29% from behind the arc. And once again, they shot another abysmal 56% from the free throw line. They just ain't going to cut it. They didn't really have a whole lot of opportunity to shoot free throws. But the ones they did shoot, they wasn't very effective. You cannot continue to shoot in the 50 percentage and expect to win games. That also hurt them as well. South Carolina did manage to win the battle on the glass. They out-rebounded Missouri 47-37. And from the Missouri side of the ball, all their starters basically scored in double digits. They had a couple ladies score 20. I think one scored 20 and one scored 21 points. And all but one of their starters scored double digits. I think the one young lady only scored like 3 points, but the other four picked it up. And like I said, that's how it happened, man. I mean, like I said, that's how the ball bounced in basketball. I have no doubt that Coach Staley is not going to get this team ready for their next competition, their next game against LSU. But that's where we at. Like I said, it sucks to lose a game when you got one of the best teams in the country. But like I said, it's a learning experience. It's a growing experience for these young ladies. And hopefully they will see what they did wrong. They will correct their mistakes, their errors, and just continue to grow and get better. But hey, yeah, that's what I got on this video. Tough loss for the Gamecocks, but it's always good to be a Gamecock no matter what. I will always be cheering for them, and we'll be watching their games. Till next time, Gamecock Chuck, I'm out. Go Gamecocks, baby.